Hey, Jason, I'm going to ask you a favor. Start up the music right now on this next guy. Go ahead, start it up. Our next inductee has won 8 ASA and SSA national championships. 8 ASAs and SSA championships. 7 Forest Park titles. He has been named tournament MVP many times. He has been selected as first-team All-American in all 3 positions, left, center, and right. In 2013, the ASA named him one of the top 22 players of all time. He was selected to the first-team all-time Mount Prospect team. Now listen to this. 15 years ago, I get a phone call out of the blue from Michael Bolton, the singer. And he says to me, "Who's this guy, Randy Russ? I want to meet him. We have a game, a pickup game, in the Dome." That was at the time in Bensenville. Randy came out, Ronnie was there, hit about 6 crushers. Michael Bolton hired him to play with his team for several years, and the first time he went to a charity game in Philadelphia, he hit one on the upper deck at the Philadelphia Stadium, okay? So this is what we're talking about with Randy Russ. Bring up the music for our guy. Let's bring him up right now. Let's bring him up, Randy Russ. Go ahead. Go ahead. Ready?
Said damn, I start doing the freak. I said damn, right out of your seat. Hey, you throw your hands high in the air. You rock it to the beat, shake it dairy air. You rock it to the beat without a kid. But all right. Stop. It's my song. That's my song. I've sang that once or twice. I consider these 2 guys here very good friends of mine. I've known Ronnie Kubicki for over 20, 25 years. I've had the privilege to play with Ron, under Ron, as our manager for 3 years with the Splinters team. And I mostly played against them. We have a mutual respect for each other. There's nobody more organized than Ronnie that can run a team. And big round of applause for Ronnie Kubicki. Greatest guy in the world, the right guy in the spot for president of the Hall of Fame. Thank you very much. Great family, thank you. I appreciate everything you've ever done for me, all the kind words. George Bliss, hi, buddy. I've known you for over 25 years. Yeah, sad to say, you're crazy. I love you. You know, I met George in 1990 at Broadview. I just in the parole office, right. I just got done playing college baseball, and my brother was playing with a team called Stooges, the Stooges in Broadview. And I just got back from the College World Series, Division II, and I drove to Broadview to watch my brother play softball. And the game was over. I had no idea who this guy was. And he came up to me, and if you know George, you know, he's like, "Chai chow, chi." What the hell is this guy talking about? You know? Yeah, he's a great guy. 25 years later, I consider him a very good friend. We've had a lot of great times together. Thank you for your friendship, George. Appreciate it. I have a cheat sheet, so I'm not winging it. I was going to wing it, but I wrote some stuff down. First off, I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame committee, the board of directors, my family and friends, the voters, and most importantly, all my teammates for making this possible, this night possible. I also want to congratulate the 2017 Softball Hall of Fame inductees. It's an honor for me to be inducted with a bunch of great people, especially 4 people in general, and that would be Ronnie Matriciano, very good friend of mine. Thank you. You're a fantastic teammate, and I love playing 16-inch softball with you on your team. Ricky Gankars, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best, 16-inch softball player in the game. Keith Filkins. If somebody's better than him, it might be Ricky. If somebody's better than Ricky, it might be Keith. These are 2 of the greatest I've had an opportunity to play a couple years with, and I probably played 23, 24 years against. I'm glad to be your guys' friends. You guys are great athletes. You guys are great competitors. Thank you. Thank you. Jeff Berger, never short on words. Love your confidence. We've been on the same team. We've been against each other. We battled it. All respect to you. Thank you. Thank you for your friendship, the four of you guys. I started playing 16-inch softball in the neighborhood with my brother Bobby, who's a year older than me. We played on a team called the Levy. The Levy was a bar team that Warren Johnson, a Hall of Famer, ran. We played out of Hermosa Park, Calvin Park, Blackhawk Park. I was a sophomore in high school at the time. Listen to this lineup to the guys that were on this bar team. All Hall of Famers. Willie Simpson. Tom Zarnick. Warren Johnson. And Bobby Rush Jr., who will be a Hall of Famer next year. That team started me in the right direction on learning how to play the game the right way. A couple years later, I started playing A-ball with great teams like the Jackmen, Lightning out of Melrose Park, the Stooges out of Broadview, and Ice. My big break came in 1991, the fall of '91, when I was asked to play with Splinters Sports Club by Tom Zarnick and Kenny Cooper. They just got done winning the 1991 National Championship in Arizona, Kingman, Arizona. It was a no-brainer. I had to accept. For the next 20 plus years, I played on the top teams in 16-inch softball, teams that included the Splinters, Primetime, Laborers, Lettuce, Licorice, Sage, Maxim, Paragon, and Flashback. I was very fortunate to have been coached by some of the greatest coaches in 16-inch softball history. Those coaches included Warren Johnson, Ron Shabinger, Jimmy and Michael Spadali, Pat Caputo, Lane Neiman, Danny Coco, Jimmy DeVito, Willie Simpson, Lenny Nuzzo, Wally Filkins, Ronnie Kubicki, the legendary Eddie Zolna, Joel Zimberoff, Rich Melman, and my favorite, my dad, Bob Russ Sr. For those of you that don't know, my dad was inducted into the 16-inch Hall of Fame in 2010 as a player. He played in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I haven't met a guy that has more passion for the game of 16-inch softball than my dad. I might be a little biased, but he loves the game of 16-inch softball. He was a great hitter, a great competitor, and a great leader. His Otto's team in the early 80s won back-to-back Forest Park championships. And I really think it's cool that me and him are in the Hall of Fame together as of today. Next year, hopefully, my brother Bobby, who will be eligible for the Hall of Fame, will be in there with us as well. He's a great ball player, and I think he'll be in. I would like to thank, excuse me, I would like to thank all my team sponsors, especially Al McFarland, Fritz Zimmerman, Rich Melman, and Mike and BB North. They made everything possible for us, from our uniforms, to our tournament fees, to our league fees, to our travel arrangements, to our hotels. We were treated like stars. Thank you all. Thank you, sponsors. Appreciate it. In 2013, I was honored as being one of the best 22 players in the past 50 years by the ASA. I always took pride in my offense and defensive abilities. This award I share with many of my teammates. They made me better players. My competitors made me better players, and I hope I made them better players. But more importantly, I want to be remembered as a great teammate. I want tonight to be about my teammates, the relationships that I share with my teammates, my family, their families. It's all about them tonight, because without them, I wouldn't be up here. So I'm going to mention a couple names of teammates that I've been playing with for the past 20 years or so, and they include Richie Barron. I can't see here. Where's the lights? Excuse me. Yeah, right. Richie Barron, Petey Raines, Danny Houlihan, David Rule, Tom Bomber Horn, my guy, Larry Downs, Joe Dooley, my college baseball buddy, Richie Villa, Nicky Marchese, one of the best center fielders ever to play the game. It's my privilege to play left field next to you, Nick. You made my job a lot easier. Thank you for everything. You're a big part of why I'm up here, and I can't wait. Thank you, Nicky. Ray Zarnick, Angelo Alicia, Ricky Gankars, best in the business. I looked up to you in 1990. I was playing A-ball, and I says, who's this number 88? He gets a hit every single time to lead the game off, sliding head first in a second. I want to be like that guy. I played with Ricky for a couple years on a Splinters team, and I think you're fantastic, buddy. You're the best. You're the best, Ricky. My opinion, you're the best. Game changer. Jake Olson, Anthony Lococo, Shane and Denny Lawler, love you guys. Jeff Jibbs Hernandez, Anthony Tyre, Ralphie Lawrence. Ladies and gentlemen, I can go on for another 10 minutes, but I want to spare you time, okay? Keep going? No. Before I get my family involved in this last couple minutes here, I got two people that I want to say thank you to. Wally Filkins. 1992, I was asked to play on the Splitters team. You took me under your wing. You might be the greatest first baseman to ever play the game. You showed me how to enjoy the game of 16-inch softball on and off the field. Like Jeff Berger says, you taught us how to win. You taught us how to enjoy the game. You taught us team camaraderie. I tried to take that my later years with the younger kids of yesteryear, okay? Thank you very much, Wally. I love you. Thank you. Rich Melman. I played for Rich Melman in 1996. The things he did for me on the field didn't compare to the things that he did for me off the field. He opened doors for me and my family. Rich Melman, forever I will be grateful for you. Thank you, Rich. Thank you for being a friend. Now to my family. My dad, Bob, his wife, Terry, my younger brother, Mark. Thank you, Dad. I love you. Thank you for all the time you put in. Thanks for coaching me for 20 years. Thank you for introducing me to this game of 16-inch softball I fell in love with 30 years ago. Thank you. Terry, thanks for coming to the game, supporting us. Mark was young. Mark was one of our bat boys back in the day. A real special moment for me and Mark was a couple years back. We invited him to come to Forest Park and be a utility player for our team. Play the outfield, do a little pitch running. I got to win a Forest Park championship with my younger brother, Mark, and I got to win a national championship with my younger brother, Mark. I thought that was great. Thank you. My brother, Bobby, he's not here tonight. He's in South Carolina with his son. What can I say? He's my older brother. We're 11 months apart. He's great. He's my best friend. He's everything a brother can want. I followed him to high school. I followed him to college. He loves 16-inch softball. He's a great player, top 3 first baseman of all time. Where are my kids at? My kids, are they here? Where are my kids at? Stand up. Stand up. I got my beautiful kids here. Randy Jr., Ricky and Lexi, I love you. And to my wife, Kelly, who was a softball player herself, thank you for everything you've ever done. We've been down this road many a times. I hope you like watching me as much as I like watching you play. I love you. You're a great mother. Thank you for everything. And last but not least, my mom. My mom. My mom. What can I say? There she is. Single mom, put me and my brother through Catholic high school, college, brought us to every sporting event possible. I love you more than anything. Thank you very much. You're a great mom. You're a great grandma. I love you. Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening. Are they happy just to get me out of here? Georgie. Thank you. Did I break the answer?
I'm going to sing it right
Close.
now. Here's our speech. Okay, now, here's his speech. Somehow, he broke the record of his father. These 4 paragraphs went into 765 paragraphs. And he'll be running for president of the United States in 4 years. Okay, I know it's tough, and we got to